Blairs College, Scotland. An highly secured abandoned college where we got the chance to get a legal tour inside. A place with a magnificent history to finish off a UK trip. This video will be slightly different than our other videos. We will show you some B-roll shots and talk about the history and the details of the place at the same time. We hope you will enjoy this style of video and also enjoy the UK trip series so far. Let's all enjoy the UK trip intro one more time, and after that we will jump right into the college. Let's start off with the origin of the seminary and the land it was built on. The land was originally owned by the Knights Hospitallers of St. John of Jerusalem back in the early 1500s. Subsequently, it was given to the Menzies family in 1542. The last member of this family, named John Menzies, donated the land and his property to the former bishops of the Roman Catholic Church of Scotland in the year 1827. John Menzies' house was converted into a seminary for 25 pupils. After 2 years, 2 seminaries in the area were closed down and the pupils were converted into this college. After 68 years, there was a huge expansion which included the building of the chapel and the building we are exploring today. It took them 5 years to build all of this, and in 1903 the college was opened. The seminary was supposed to educate young boys to become a Roman Catholic priest. These young boys were educated by priests themselves and also by numerous nuns. The pupils were educated on the main floor and on the basement floor. Therefore, multiple classrooms are located on these floors. And then there is this big room with a stage, which was used for assembles. On the second floor, the priests and nuns had their own offices. This floor was prohibited for regular pupils, provided that they did not have any form of authorized permission. The library had many different types of books about religion, more specifically Roman Catholic. Besides the religious themes, pupils were educated in economics, biology and chemistry. This means that the pupils were not solely focused on religion to become a priest, but were also cultivated about other subjects as we know them nowadays. Most of the books inside of the library were given to the University of Scotland to give students an imagination of how the knowledge of human in this subject was back in the days. The religious books were given to the Roman Catholic Church Group of Scotland to continue the religious as it has been written. The statue inside of the library is a model of a priest, which is a symbol for the education that was given over here. Then there was a magnificent room full of chairs around the table, which used to be the dining room of the priest. Fun fact, the bell was used to let the pupils know when school started, classes started and school was ended. Now let's talk about the amount of people that were actually inside of this college. Within a normal school period, which was 8 years, there were 250 pupils being educated by 60 priests and 30 nuns. The children started when they were only 10 years old and thus finished when they turned 18. Note that these were young children who were growing up in the middle of their puberty phase. This brings us to a pretty sad and terrifying story. The children were supposed to stay on the land and not cross the river, which was the border of the land. One day, 2 pupils tried to cross the river to get off the land and went into the village nearby. While one of the pupils attempted to pass the river, he was dragged into the strong current. Subsequently, the other boy tried to rescue him, but unluckily, both students did not survive. After this incident, the rules were tightened significantly. Students were required to sleep 5 days inside of the college and were only allowed to visit their families during weekends. In this era, it was still relatively normal and morally accepted to only see your family during weekends, but in the current society, this has become less common. Within the college, the young pupils, aged from 10 to 14, slept in the big hall, and students from 14 till 18 slept in the rather small hall. From 1827 till 1986, the school educated young boys to become a priest, but due to a vast decline in student enrollment, the college was sadly forced to close down. Not much later, the college got a new purpose and served as a large company's office. After the company decided to leave the place as the office, many plans have been drawn up to transform everything into a housing area, a golf area, and even a hotel. So far, none of these plans have been realized. What remains is the huge neglected college, degrading day by day, waiting for a designated person to invest in this historical masterpiece and emblaze it like never before. This location was visited with legal permission of the caretakers. As the property is highly secured, we do not recommend trespassing on this property. Be warned. Alright, so that was the last location of our UK trip, and I need to say, wow, I loved it. I felt very special getting a private tour inside of this place, and I can guarantee you Moreno also enjoyed it. And yeah, I just want to thank everyone that made this possible for us. The caretakers of the property, of course, our friend Grant. He's an amazing guy. You can check his channel link down in the description. And also you, the viewers. It's amazing how many support and love we got on the UK trip series. So actually I want to ask you one thing. Which country should we visit next? Or do we need to go back to the UK and explore some more parts of it? Just leave it down in the comments section. And as always, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, ring the bell notification button, and then we will see you next time. Peace out.